Alright, so we're back at Fairbanks Power Equipment with the owner, Phil Fairbanks. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Wright brand. It may be a brand some of you are familiar with and some of you may not be. So let's get into it. So what can you tell us about Wright, Phil?
So Wright, the brand name is Wright. It's the name of the owners. They come from Maryland. The machines are manufactured there. They invented the stand-on lawnmower roughly 20 years ago. They're a small company, relatively small company, and they build a good quality product.
Yes. So this is what they're best known for, would be the stand-on mower?
This is what they're known for, is their invention of the stand-on unit, and the features that make a stand-on unit attractive or a very useful tool for a commercial landscaper is when you're standing on a lawnmower with the deck directly in front of you, you have great vision and you can mow a lawn and get around obstacles and obstructions very easily because you can see the sides of the deck, the front of the machine. Also, compared to a walk-behind machine, there's less fatigue when you stand on the mower and ride the machine versus walking behind it. It's very compact, so it takes very little room on your trailer. And it's a high-quality machine that lasts for many, many hours because they use good, strong commercial components. And the patent expired recently, and that's why you see competitive brands now building stand-on units.
Like the Gravely here?
Just like the Gravely Pro Stand. So Wright patented the standard to begin with and owned the market for the first several years. Family-owned business, second generation are their sons. They're in the brochure here. Mr. Wright has turned the reins over to his son. I don't know ownership-wise, but I know engineering-wise and design-wise, his son is very involved in the company and kind of taken over.
It's good to see American companies. I see they're proud of their product and have it designed and built right in the U.S. in Frederick, Maryland. That's cool.
Yep, they are definitely have been approached, and they could have easily sold this brand over the years to a larger company or even a foreign company, but they chose to manufacture the product themselves and keep control of their design and their patent. They're a very good company to deal with, and they sell a high quality product. This particular machine is a Kawasaki Extreme Duty FX engine. They have some zero turns that have the largest, most rugged machines that have the longest service intervals, and we can get into that in another video or if you want in a minute here. They sell a machine called it's a zero turn called the ZXT with a 5-quart oil system that only requires 1 oil change per season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and their hydraulic system on that machine also is a 1,200-hour interval.
Wow.
They've built the machine to have less downtime and less service time for the user.
Now, obviously, you sell both brands, so I don't expect you to be biased either way, but what are some of the differences between, say, the Gravely here and the Wright?
So the machines are very similar in the fact that they use similar components. They both share the same engine, the Kawasaki FX730 with a 52-inch cutting deck. The biggest difference between the two machines would be the Wright has a platform that is closer to the front of the machine, which moves your weight forward, which gives it a lower center of gravity and a heavier front end, where the Gravely has a platform that folds down that you stand on behind the axle. So it actually transfers some of the weight back, so on hills and so forth it might not perform as well as the Wright. But Gravely, their thought behind this design is that you can actually fold this platform up and you could walk with the machine. So really, you know, two different designs.
Could you show us that one more time?
So the platform on the Gravely folds up and down, which moves your weight back behind the axle. But in some cases, it's nice to be able to fold the platform up and walk with the machine. So it's two different designs, but you asked me the differences, and I'm sure there's people that could argue one way or the other which one is better. But those are the main differences on these two machines.
Now, it seems like in order to get that operator platform pushed up in the right, they had to put the fuel tank further out.
Yes, so it's a completely different design in order to have that platform over the axle. The components do have to be moved forward. You know, the fuel tank, like you said, is moved to the side. The tower is further forward. The engine, they're trying to keep all their weight as low as possible with a low center of gravity. So, you know, those would be the major differences.
Now, as far as the build quality, would you rate one higher than the other? Or do you think they're pretty comparable, or would you rather not say?
No, they're comparable in quality. I have nothing bad to say about the Aaron's company that manufactures the Gravely Pro stands. They're both similar in ownership. So Aaron's family owns the Gravely brand, Dan Aaron's. The Wright brand is owned by the Wright family, manufactured in Wisconsin, manufactured in Maryland. Similar type companies with good core values that manufacture here in the US.
Very cool. So as far as the deck thicknesses and that kind of stuff, are those pretty comparable too?
Yes, your deck is the steel that they use on the decks, the thickness, the hot top speed of the machines, the fuel capacity, all those things are comparable with these two machines.
And the price points are pretty similar?
Yes, so $93.99 in this machine with a 52-inch deck. This has a 61, but with a 52, it would be $98.99. So a $500 price difference between the two, which is not a lot at the $10,000 price range.
Now, are there other accessories you can get, such as baggers or stripers for these stand-on machines?
Yes, so the most popular accessory that you put on a stand-on unit is what they call a catch box. The box would set right on the side of the deck, and it collects, it's the grass collection system that takes the grass that's being cut into a box that you can remove from the deck and dump into a barrel or a dump truck or an area on a property away from where you're working. So you cut the grass, you bag the grass, you transport it, you take the collection system off, you dump it, and you put it back on. They both have the same options. There's 3 options that we offer. A 4-foot steel catcher that starts at $339, and then we have a small aluminum one or a large aluminum one that are $489 and $699. And we can bring one out and show you one of those here in a minute.
Sure.
So this is the aluminum accelerator jumbo or large grass catcher. Hangs on the side of the deck, fills with grass clippings or leaves. You remove it, you take it to your dump point, remove this rear door, dump the material, and you're ready to reinstall it on the machine.
And we want to thank Phil for helping us with today's video.
Thank you for coming in. I hope I gave you as much information as I could. And we really like the Wright stand-on mowers. They're a very good product. The Gravely's a great product. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spring's launching. Today's going to be the nicest day that we've had in a while, and we're ready for mowing season.
Yeah, I do want to apologize if there is a little background noise. There's not much we can do about that. It is a working shop. Phil's open for business, and the more noise means he's doing good. So we'll see you next time, friends.
Thank you.